Good morning, my people. Good morning, my people. This your boy Ready Rob Boxing. We're here to talk about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. It's about to go down. July 29th in Vegas. Today we're going to talk about the energy. We're going to talk about the build up. We're going to talk about our predictions. A little bit of everything. Um, I want to start by saying that I am happy that we is getting this fight. It's been a long time coming, people. It's been a long time coming. 5 years in the making, and we got to know the business side of everything as well. Got to build up the fights. People got to get paid. And a lot of people think it's a duck move. It's more of a business move. You know what I'm saying? So I just respect the two men, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, for coming together and making this fight happen. Better late than never. So, in the same instance, I want to talk about Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and we're going to talk about basically styles. Who's the better fighter? Who's the better power puncher? We're going to get off into all that right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to start off with Errol Spence right now. Um, I feel like Errol Spence is a very good body puncher. He have a nice, consistent jab, and he have great defense. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I see his game, I don't really see too many flaws. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could see flaws, but it's all about what other fighters do to exploit his flaws. And I don't really see too many fighters exploit his flaws. Like people be like, oh, he lunge in, he do this, he do that, but anybody countering off the moves or lunges or whatever, you don't see it in the fights. So when you breaking down the fight, you really looking at what happens in his fights. You know what I'm saying? So all I know is that Errol Spence is a come forward fighter. You know what I'm saying? You don't really normally see him box. He really comes to fight. And most fighters don't come to fight. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't coming to fight, then you're not gonna beat Errol Spence. You gotta be coming to fight. And that's what makes this a great fight. Because Bud Crawford, he comes to fight. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, you got to look at it from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the opponents Errol Spence faced and the opponents that Terrence Crawford faced. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we know more of the opponents that Errol Spence has faced in his career. You know what I'm saying? We know more of them names. So, and plus he was on the PBC side. So people gonna really side with the PBC side because they had the best fighters. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he fought the better competition because he was on the PBC side. HBO, it's a different story. But we'll get into that. But long story short, Errol Spence is a dominant fighter. He's very consistent. And people talk about the car accident. They talk about the retina in his eye. They talk about all that. And then they steady second guessing him after he shows them each time that he's chosen. When you're chosen by God, there's nothing that you go through that you can't handle. So at the end of the day, Errol Spence is showing y'all that he can handle adversity. He can handle a trauma. He can handle all the doubts and all the hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So he takes it all in, and come fight night, he's showing proof. And that's the only reason I feel like Errol Spence is going to win this fight, because he's chosen. It's hard to be the man that's chosen. It's hard to be a man that's chosen. And Errol Spence is chosen. He's one of them guys that you be like, wow, that boy been through all that, and he's still out here beating the top guys. There's something about him. God laid his hands on that man the day he was born. And Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter. He's not a person that talks too much. He's not disrespectful. But when he get in that ring, he's a machine. And I just feel like Errol Spence got the better punch output. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say the better punch placement, but the better punch output. And all I'm gonna say is that nobody in the welterweight division go to the body like Errol Spence Jr. Nobody in the welterweight division uses the jab like Errol Spence Jr. Nobody in the welterweight division put pressure on you for 12 consecutive rounds like Errol Spence Jr. So when he called himself the big fish, when he called himself the truth, you know what I'm saying? When he say man down, when he talking about put his ass in the dirt, I mean, that's what he been doing his whole career. So when he talking, it's the truth. Now, we're going to get off into Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford. Crazy thing about Terrence Bud Crawford is because Terrence Crawford came from 135 to 140 to 147. I never really watched Terrence Crawford when he fought at 135. I never really watched Terrence Crawford when he fought at 140. I only watched Terrence Crawford probably one time at 140 when he fought Victor Posto. That's when I watched him, you know what I'm saying? And I think he stopped Victor Posto. And I watched him now, and it was more like, who was this dude, Victor Postal? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to degrade. I just didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't watch the 140 division like that. But in the same sense, when he moved up to welterweight, that's when I started watching Terrence Bud Crawford. His first fight, Jeff Horn. I only knew Jeff Horn because he beat Manny Pacquiao. Other than that, I didn't know Jeff Horn. You know what I'm saying? But Terrence Crawford came in the welterweight division storming. When I say he came in this motherfucker storming, he came in storming. Terrence Bud Crawford came in knocking out everybody. And the moment he stopped Sean Porter and Kell Brook, I knew he was different. I said, it's something about that kid. I said, you know what? He made me a fan. The moment he beat Kell Brook, I was like, ooh, wee. He stopped Kell Brook in 6 rounds. Was it 6 rounds? I don't know if it was 6 or 8, but he stopped Kell Brook in the 6th round or 8th round. But in the same sense, I was like, man, ooh wee. I said, Errol gonna have a fight. Because I didn't really think Terrence can come up from 140 and face the top competition and big fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, he need to work his way up. But Terrence Crawford, he was confident in his skills. He was confident in his ability. Even though Kell Brook was a broken fighter, Kell Brook was a name. And in boxing, you gotta have a name on your resume, or they gonna say you ain't fought nobody. And the moment he fought Kell Brook, I had to give him his credit because he fought a name, somebody that was credible. He might not have been at his best, but it was a name. So I'm like, you know what? That's a solid victory. I ain't take that from Bud. Some people be like, yeah, they trying to take it from. No, I'm not gonna take that from Bud because he went and fought a name, a credible name. So at the end of the day, you get my respect off top. You know what I'm saying? So he fought him, and then after he fought him, I think he fought was it Sean Porter next? Yeah, I think he fought Sean Porter after Kell Brook, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, or Benavidez, one of them two. I think he fought Benavidez at 147, I think. He stopped him in the 12th round. And that fight right there was a hell of a fight. Terrence Crawford did his thing. He found a way to win. You know what I'm saying? Even though Benavidez had the one leg, he still was a credible name as well. Um, he stopped him in the 12th round, I think, with an uppercut. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then I think Terrence Crawford fought Sean Porter. That's the fight right there that I thought Terrence Crawford was gonna have the most problems. Like the most problems. I mean, even though Sean Porter fought him good, it just wasn't the same Sean Porter that I'm used to seeing. The same Sean Porter that's putting pressure on you, just not even thinking about attacking. Like I feel like he was just thinking so much against, and I don't know, it could have been Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Or it could have just been his training, like his dad said. It could have been anything, but at the same time, it's really no excuse once you get in that ring. So we can't really put that off on his training. Once you step in that ring, you better be ready. You better be ready. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no excuses that you didn't train. You trained to the best of your ability. So everything that you gave in training showed in the ring. So at the end of the day, that goes to show that Terrence Crawford is an elite fighter. He trained to the best of his ability to take out Sean Porter in the 10th round. He came, he was down in the fight. I think Bradley or Andre Ward told him that he was down on the scorecards. He looked up and he went out there and handled business. And I gave him all respect. I don't take credit from Terrence Crawford wins. That's what a lot of people try to do in this boxing world. They try to take credit from what you have accomplished in the game. And you can't really take that. It ain't my fault that uh, somebody beat another fighter down and then I beat him even quicker. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we all won our fights. We all handle business. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford, he deserves credit. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a uh, he's a uh, he's a two-time champion and one-time undisputed champion and headed for uh, undisputed at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give him his credit because he didn't get here by just fighting bums. He had to get here some way. He had to find some names. He got the names that he needed to get to that point. And that was Kell Brook and Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Even though every fight lead up to that moment, them was the names that got him to the Errol Spence fight. Because he fought two guys that fought Errol Spence and he beat them all in a better fashion. So now that's a better promotion to promote this fight. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody like, wow. So that's just like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Pacquiao beat fighters that Floyd fought way better than Floyd did, but when they fought, what happened? Floyd whooped his ass. So it's just styles make fights. You can't really base off what somebody did to another fighter to say they gonna beat another fighter just because they beat him in a better fashion. That don't mean nothing. Pacquiao did the same thing. He did the same thing with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd fought Cotto. They fought 12 grueling rounds. Manny Pacquiao stopped Cotto. You know what I'm saying? Um, uh, Floyd fought who Floyd fought. It's been a while since I've been, because I ain't watched Floyd in a few years, so I got to think about who they fought. Oh, he fought Marquez. Floyd beat the dog shit out of Marquez, but you see Pacquiao fought him damn near to death. You know what I'm saying? And then got knocked out and put to sleep by him. So at the end of the day, it's really not about how somebody beat another fighter based on, you know what I'm saying? If you got to win, you got to win. You know what I'm saying? It's not how you beat another fighter, meaning you better than another fighter. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fight different. Everybody be in different training camps, training different. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, every training camp is different and every fight is different. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we can't go, oh, Terrence Crawford gonna beat the hell out of Errol Spence because shit, he stopped Sean Porter and he stopped Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Errol Spence was struggling with woo. Man, Errol Spence fought a prime Kell Brook. He fought a prime hungry champion in Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, in them moments in them kids' lives, you know what I'm saying? Them young men's life, Sean Porter was young, Spence was in his prime, and they was young. So at the end of the day, as you fight and you continue to fight, you develop your skills. You know what I'm saying? So Errol Spence probably watched that fight like, yeah, okay, it was a tough fight, but at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna have to train hard, get on my shit, and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Because these fights can be a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So once he had the car accident, he came back from the car accident, he got serious with his career. I seen a different Errol Spence. I didn't see a derailing or a shot Errol Spence after the car accident. After I seen Errol Spence after the car accident, I said, you know what? He really the truth. Because when he came back and fought Danny Garcia off the accident, bro, I really was thinking like, what are you doing? But I guess, if, you know, in his mind, like, bro, I'm going to go and fight the best and prove that I'm still the best. You know what I'm saying? And I respect him because at the end of the day, most people that came off an accident, they would have fought probably 3 tune-ups before they got to a Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to respect Errol Spence for what he had done in boxing, what he have accomplished. You know what I'm saying? And he's been the truth since he got into the game. Same thing with Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, he's a hell of a fighter. He's definitely legendary. Both of these guys are great fighters. They both are legendary. This is like people try to compare eras, but you can't compare this era with Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns. That's what I really think this is. I think that Errol Spence is Sugar Ray and Bud is Tommy Hearns. Cause Bud get hit in like the slug. Sugar Ray was, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray, he a slug too. You know what I'm saying? He a slug too. But at the end of the day, Sugar Ray he was a smart fighter. You know what I'm saying? He'll get on that bike. I mean, it's a hell of a fight, man. It's a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? You can compare them or you can compare Hagler and Hearns. You know what I'm saying? That's a more better matchup. You know, cause Spence will be Hagler and Terrence Bud will be Hearns. But in the same sense, this is a hell of a fight. We got one of the biggest fights in boxing history happening July 29th at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. I need everybody to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and tell me how good I did for my first Ready Rob boxing video. And I want to thank everybody who came on here to check out my channel and show me support. I appreciate all you guys, and you guys have a good day.